This next project is going to be kind of crazy. We're going to take this teak cookie. We're going to use solid steel bar for the joinery. We're going to patch all the holes with this low temperature casting metal. This casting metal melts at 203 degrees. Can it melt underwater? Today we're going to find out. Then we're going to set it on fire. At least this. I know we're going to set this on fire. We're going to have to do multiple things to get this ready to pour the metal. First thing is we got to join these two pieces back together. And what I want to do is take 3/4 inch solid rod. I'm going to cut it in sections and we'll place 1, 2, 3 rods, and these 3 rods are going to connect them together, but there's going to be an air gap, which I think will look cool. And I'm not sure how this is going to work. There's nothing square. There's nothing straight. But yet I'm going to try to join these two disparate pieces with very straight, very inflexible 3/4 inch metal rods. Before we do anything, it's a mess. We've got to clean that up. I'm not trying to get it completely square. It's just got to look a little bit better. We've got the 2 raw edges pretty well smoothed out, and now we're going to try to fit the top together. And this is the part that I've been most worried about from the beginning. Without any straight lines or reference points because of this unusual shape, I'm going to have to get creative on lining up the dowels. Now what I was thinking was, we'll space these bars out like this. So how do we line them up? The straight lines are the problem. We don't have any. So I think I'm going to add some by doing this. Simple way to draw parallel lines, just get you a board. It's consistent here, just lay it down. 1, 2, they're going to be parallel. Easy peasy. We're going to use these. They're going to be used to space everything out and give us reference. 1 there, 1 there. Pull 1 away, 1 there. Now we have somewhere to aim for when we're drilling. We'll take the line from the top and we'll continue it down. We'll take the center line that we've used to divide the cookie's thickness in half. These will intersect, giving us 3 X's on each piece that may possibly line up. Let's hope so. So the hard part is going to be keeping it lined up this way and this way. I think I've got the dullest 3/4 bit in the world. Oh man, let me tell you, I was going to use this bit to make sure I get everything lined up, and it is dull as snot. So I got this. It's a self-feeding bit. Oh, don't put it in there till you're ready. It ate right in there. I can't believe how good it is, and I think it's a Harbor Freight bit. I guess we're going to have to see if it fits together. I'm just as amazed as you are. They actually go together, and I think once we drive it in, they're going to be pretty tight. Let me know in the comments if you thought it was going to go together. And of course, hammering always helps. I have to be honest, that was one of the biggest parts I was worrying about. I'm not going to push it in much further because this can now be set on fire. And I'm not talking about the ancient technique of shashigi man. We're going to set it on fire. But we might have to use a torch. We might have to use some accelerants. We might have to set it on the barbecue. I don't know. But we will be safe. But it might be best if I put the leg on it before I burn it. Yeah. So I guess it's leg building time. Cool. Woohoo. Ho. Woo. Sorry. This cookie's a pretty odd shape, so we're going to go with 3 legs. One here, and one over here. We're going to make 2 legs out of Koso and 1 out of something cheap. The burn leg we're going to make out of regular 2x4s. We're going to mill them, glue them, and turn them. It's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to give you a couple of tips and a pretty good suggestion. When you're getting ready to glue up your blanks, there's nothing flatter than the infeed and outfeed on your table. When you push it through, give it a little wobble. You can tell if it's flat. These glue ups are kind of boring after a while, but I'm trying to do glue. It's made by a woodworker, so check it out. If you're having trouble turning tapered legs, if you're making a lot of firewood, when I first started, I watched everything. So I made a little video with the things I figured out that'll help you. If you need some help, do check out the video. Tip number 2 is to cut your corners off on your stock. It's much easier to turn something like this than this. That wasn't so bad, was it? Koso, Burno. We're getting very close to putting this tabletop together. And part of my design is this part toasty. I'm thinking, right there, folks, game over. I can see no reason for me not to attach this leg. Ta-da! Douse it with lighter fluid. I'm gonna finally set it on fire. I have been looking forward to setting this thing on fire since I thought about it. But this looks so wrong. It just looks wrong. Why is it so fun? You know, I really like how this turned out, but the fire didn't do a lot there, so I think I'm gonna have to do a little torch work. I think I have it how I want it. It's pretty toasty, and one thing I'm gonna have to do is it's filled. So I think I'm gonna seal the whole thing with some spray poly before I do anything else. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the legs on this. There. Well, it was hard enough to put together when I was hammering on it with that mallet. So I'm gonna use some mechanical leverage here, and it's going together, but in all honesty, it's tough. It is very tough. And I almost had to tag out and get the younger, newer version of Blue Turtle to come over and help me do this. I am glad it's over, in all honesty. My original plan was to fit it together, then maybe add some construction adhesive. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think we'll ever get it apart. But let me show you the top. It's looking pretty good. Well, guys, we're getting real close, but I wanted to make you aware of this is very short, and I made it short for a reason. The legs are only 12 inches. Some tables are that small, but I made it for a reason this way. It's going to go with another table. I'm going to show both to you at the very end. we're finally at the part where we're going to pour the liquid metal in the crevices and holes in this top. It's going to be awesome. But I'm not satisfied with these little teeny spots here. I think we need to do something a little more drastic. I want this area here to kind of connect organically. See, I want to take this all down about 1/4 of an inch. We just want it to be good looking. All right, it looks very, very gnarly now, but I promise it's gonna look good. I promise. We're gonna take this Dremel, we're gonna make it look more organic. Looks kind of like the surface of the moon. But we got just enough room for some metal. But there was one more thing we were going to do before we pour this, and that's see if we can melt this in water. Yeah. Well, is this science? Probably not. I mean, we've got $20 worth of equipment from the dollar store. It seems kind of voodoo inspired possibly, but it seems so bizarre that there's a metal that's hard that could melt in boiling water. Amazing. Yeah. It melts very well. I keep forgetting about this crack. Let me seal it from the bottom. All right. What do y'all think? Do y'all think it'll work? We will soon find out, sports fans. We will soon find out. All right, guys. Nothing left but to do it. And I'm trying to, as unscientifically as possible, estimate how much I'll need. Yeah, that'll get it. While those are melting, I want to say, if you've made it this far, thanks guys. This is my creative space where I make fun stuff. When I'm making the videos, I kind of feel like you're here with me. And if you're looking for somewhere to escape the ordinary builds, you found your place. Welcome. You don't always know how these builds are going to turn out. Pouring a low temperature melting alloy into wood is certainly a leap of faith, but between that and the metal rods, it turned out really, really good. We're going to have to let that cool off for a while. And I'm going to leave you a link to this low temperature casting metal. It's pretty cool. We're going to have to get to sanding. I'm going to wear a mask. This has a bunch of metals in it, and although we're using the Festool that sucks just about everything up, we just want to be a little safer than normal. You can see right here there's a little bit of burn. What happened was it didn't flow all the way to the edge, and so I took the torch and I melted it again. It flew out, and I think it's going to come off, but I'm really not so sure that I don't like it. We'll see as I sand, and if I like it, we might scorch around the rest. It's becoming pretty evident that there's two things going on. The burnt wood is pretty difficult to get off, and the lead is getting rubbed into the wood on the perimeter. I'm going to make an executive decision, and I'm going to scorch it all the way around, and we'll see how that goes. Nothing left to do but put on the finish. I'm going to use some Osmo. I really like Osmo because there's no mixing. Just crack it open and go.